Whew. Welcome back everybody to another game. We're taking on Westside Grovelly today. They're currently sitting down the bottom of the table. As it stands, they've only scored the one goal so far this season, so maybe my best chance for a clean sheet so far. We'll find out. You never take any opponent lightly, but should be interesting. It's 6 o'clock on a Sunday, which is a rough kick-off time, so we'll see how we go.
He likes it, Rick.
I know you took a head knock. How you feeling?
Good, fantastic.
Warm up was a bit dodgy. Not gonna lie, the surface is a bit dodgy.
Yeah.
But we're lucky to be able to play football.
Hell yeah.
What do we got, Nate?
He's by himself. He literally has just said he cannot see these lines from even if he's close. So either a good sportsman or he's just gonna play it on.
Yep. Just keep
He
playing.
can't, he's just straight up. He's like, I can't fucking see it from 10 meters out. I'm not gonna call it, just
Fair.
unless it's obvious.
Yep.
Play this whistle. He'll play advantage. That's basically it.
Awesome.
As
They keep
always, we're away from home. We're never going to get any calls. We need to take the game to them, and we need to control the game from the start. High tempo. Remember, we work at our tempo and 100% game speed all the time. We do not slow down just because of how they're playing.
Yep.
We need to start strong. I can't stress that enough. And let's all work together and get Dom a clean sheet.
Word.
Leaders lead.
Yeah.
Everyone else fucking put in a shift. Let's go.
That's how I
boys.
Let's do it.
Alright, here we are for a big game against Westside Grovelly. They may be sitting last, but that doesn't mean anything. Here's the lineup for today. I'm in goals. Heath, Chris, Matt, and Benny in the back line. We'll talk on that in a sec. Aiden, Nate, and Nick in the midfield. Keegan, Jake up top, and then Lewis on the left with Brody, Harvey, and Zach on the bench. Now, the reason for the switch between Benny and Jake won the shooting competition at training, so he got to start up top for 10 minutes. So, we gave him 10 to figure out. This was his best chance. Has a crack and dribbles it just wide on the 10 minutes as well. So he gets chucked back in the defense after that one chance. Disappointing. I would have loved to have Jake score in there. First half, it's pretty quiet. This is most of my play is just receiving it back from my backs and then putting it through to the midfield. But this is great work here by the boys up top. And look at this finish by Lewis. That is an absolute cracker to put us 1-0 up within 20 minutes. But let's have another look. That is top bins. I don't know if there's much more top bins you can get. What a crack from Lewis. Anyway, this is probably my low point of the game. Let me let this play out. I don't know what happened. I have absolutely slipped there.
Slipped over back there.
This is scramble and then not getting back up. It was wow. Just wow. I have no words. At least it didn't lead to a goal. I think that's the best thing I could have asked for out of it. Anyway, pretty much half an hour in, Benny gets a shot, squeezes it under the keeper. We go 2-0 up with 30 minutes played. We're starting to finally find our footing in the game at this point. And then this, look, I might show a lot of my highlights, but that is a cracking save by the Westside keeper. That is a cracking save. But unfortunately for him, it doesn't mean much because 1 minute later, Benny runs through about 3 people, tucks it under the goalkeeper, and we go into half-time leading 3-0. 3 pretty good goals as well, I think.
Right off.
Good half by the lads. I can't believe that slip was awful. So, not looking to watching that one back, but good half, I think. 3? Could be 4. I think it's just 3, but been a quiet game down my end. I hope it stays that way. I hope I get my first clean sheet, but we'll see how we go. Great work up top by Benny. He's got 2, and yeah, it's just great work up top by the lads.
Good. Half. You sure? Defensive line, you okay? Yep. That's fine. are you when you're out there?
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might
You're
take
right.
a spell in seconds, boys, depending on how I feel at the end.
If that does happen, if Chris goes off, Heath, you go in central, you go right back, you go left back. Okay. I'm gonna try and keep that ball off your head.
Unfortunately,
there's been so much crossing in this game from both sides.
There's one that I wanted to put on your head.
I know.
Hit his feet.
Just call for a broadie and we know you're going to go for it.
Yeah, true. Just leave. Just go straight in.
Lads, good half. No troubles from them other than when we overcommitted a little bit and they got some numbers. It's going to happen, but we recovered well. Margins, it's those fine margins, and that's not your fault. That's just who's behind him helping him there.
Jake's fault.
We are. Yeah, he was tired for being up top. We are dominating. We're closing down their midfield. Their midfield is extremely hard to read because they start together and just move together. You're marking one, Nate and I are marking space, trying to collect, and then all of a sudden, your man's just dropped well back the other side. You're followed onto another one. Nate's got another one, and then he's over here free. Yeah. And that's on me and Nate. Well, it's on all three of us trying to talk and realise when that pivot goes. Again, they're not being dangerous, but that's the only spaces they're finding, is because their midfield is.
I don't think we can do it any better, to be honest, than what we have.
No. Yeah.
Well, they're not moving to a ball to save their life either.
Yeah.
In all honesty, we could be 5 or 6 ahead. I've missed a few. Jake's missed a few. We've all missed a few. Especially Chris.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fucking good connection, eh?
Nate decided to take crossbar challenge to a new meaning.
I want a Mars bar and a Coke.
But
I'll take the dog.
all that we need to do this second half is make sure we don't give them those small moments. All it takes is one small moment, we lose that clean sheet. I want to score goals, yes, but the clean sheet is more important for me and for Dom. So we all fucking look after Dom tonight and make sure he gets a clean sheet. If he concedes because he can't stand on his 2 fucking feet, it's his own fucking fault. But honestly, this game is ours. We go out and we get another fucking 5, 6, 7. Let's go out and put some goals. Benny, I don't care how many times you just dribble 3 people and pass it in the net. Just do it. Honestly.
I think it's
Just
3.
do it. You've seen how easy it is. Just
Pretty
do
sure
it.
he's only got
There.
2.
No iron team apparently.
Louis. Where's Louis? Find out when you need to take that touch and then a ping versus just a first ping. Zachy and Keegs, keep gambling on every single ball. We're sending balls into the corners and every time we're turning them around, which is good for you guys because they're wide backs, or that wide back is not bombing forward because he's gassed from chasing you guys. Maybe I need to send it the other way and send Louis on the run so this guy stops moving. Yes, Nate?
Just going to say, we seem like we're playing, don't get me wrong, we're playing well, but we're just forcing the attacking issue too much for me. Like, we're playing too central, we're trying to do these little dinky balls over the top rather than just sort of come out or whatever. And that being said, this keeper, I don't think he's actually caught a hard shot yet. Everything is either tipping or he's spilling it. So if we're going to sit, like if we've got time on the edge of the box, have a ping and then just fucking gamble on him because he's going to spill it. But when we're hitting that final third, we're just forcing it way too much. Like, instead of just playing it or driving at him where we can and holding it up if we need to, I feel like we're just like, oh fuck it, like we're trying too hard to score.
The first 20 minutes, that was all gun-ho
Yeah,
football.
all we did
It
was
was
just
gun-ho
pinch it over the
football.
top,
It's like,
just-
okay, turn through ball, but it wasn't even through balls. It was, we're chipping over the top to their 7-foot guy centre back who's just mopping up everything.
But even when we get it over him, we're way too central. Like,
Yeah.
let's just keep it. Like,
Yep.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to fucking like hang shit, but I feel like we're doing that a bit.
Yep.
This is where we iron that out.
The pitch isn't long enough to do those dinky balls over the top.
No.
I think you've got plenty of space as well, like on the right wing when Keegs pulls it up, you're just there on the edge, waiting for like a layoff back. You can literally then play it off, square again, and then that'll hopefully mean that we can play short
Yeah,
balls.
we either whip it or I go to the edge.
Yeah.
That's
Or you
what I
can
mean.
hit the
Like,
crossbar if you
Especially in the middle. As soon as we win the
I'd probably
ball,
shoot again.
they don't come and try and win it back. They immediately go back into the defence. And they're only like a metre away from you. They give you the ball. As soon as you win it, they give you the ball. So, just, shorter passes, I reckon, guys. A bit more.
Also, don't be afraid to dribble. Don't be afraid to dribble because one-on-one, they're pretty easily beaten. But once it is that head, and I'm all for it, it is that head of once you've beaten a guy, you're like, oh fuck yeah, I beat him, let's beat another one. It's kind of like beat one, see if there's an option for you. If you beat a second and the goal's there, pass it in. If not, find that ball.
Yeah. But if we got time on the edge, fucking ping one, because what it's going to do is, like I said, he's either going to spill it, but that back line is literally sitting so far back on Ben that they're not even coming to it anymore. So the moment you take a shot, two things are going to happen. They're either going to continue to let you shoot from there, or one of them's going to start stepping out. It's going to relieve Ben for that little 1-2 or something.
That's
like
also
make them 50-50 in that space.
That's also on our midfielders as well. If they are dropping that deep and any of you front three are getting it in the box, instead of taking a turn shot, look for one of us at the edge of the box, just for that little pass back.
Yeah, just not me.
And then like, but then even then, don't think that just because you pass the ball back, it's all done. Look for that 1-2, because I guarantee if you play a quick 1-2, you got an easy tap in.
Yeah. Same with those wingers, Keegan, Zach, all those, especially on their our right side. That dude's starting to just stand you up. Look for that quick in and then just go. Like start looking for Benny or Nick to just play you to the corner. Make him start guessing where the fuck you're going, because at the moment he's just standing in front of you. And you guys are still winning and beating him. I'm not saying don't take him on. I'm just saying look for that change up when it's there. Because I guarantee you, if you do that little 1-2, you'll get him behind him all day.
All right, we're back here for the second half. Can we put a few past Westside? And can I keep my first clean sheet? Well, 3 minutes in, we find out we can put a couple more, because Louis just walks onto it, the defense is caught lacking, and Louis just whacks it past the keeper first time. This is about the first thing I had to do all game. A nice little dribble shot, pretty easy to claim. And I think this is the first time I held the ball in my hands from like open play. And I get a chance to absolutely bomb it down the field, and it was a short field here at Westside, so my kicks were going a fair bit, and like Benny was able to chase in behind. Anyway, there's another goal. We're up 5-0, and that's Lewis's third. So there we go, a Lewis hat trick in this game. Great work, great work. At 5-0, 50 minutes in, and then we have another hat trick about 5 minutes later when Benny runs through about 3 players again. So typical Benny stuff. And then just slots it past the keeper with his weak foot as well. So that's a Benny hat trick. So double hat trick in this game from the lads. And I'm called into action. Westside take a shot. And wow, that has absolutely rattled the crossbar. But I'm claiming I got a fingertip to this. Whether it did anything to the shot, I'm not sure. But I did get a fingertip to it. You can hear kind of like the background, like you can hear the nick off my finger. But I'm claiming it. I'm claiming it as a save, regardless. But then we have a little break in play, and the Westside player even asks,
Keith, did you get fingers on that? Fucking hell.
lovely guy. It's always good to have a good chat with the opposition. Yes, it's a competitive game, but we're all here to have fun and a bit of exercise. I think that's all Sunday League is. But we're having a good time here, because after a goal kick, we flick it on a couple of times, and Keegan's in, and he slots it away for the 7th, and we're up 7-0. Can I get my first clean sheet? We're about to find out. 20 minutes to go, but here's some live commentary.
Goal kicks haven't been too great. Get under it too much. Got a free kick here up the other end. Nate's standing over it. What can he do? Nate takes. Good chip towards the back post. How's that not gone in? Benny's got it. Gordy, edge of the box. Oh, he's hit the crossbar.
Very close. It's 2 and 8 there. And good fun to get some live commentary in as well. Westside attacking with about 10 minutes to go. Couple of deflections here in the box. Good win here by the Westside player. Couple of missed shots, deflection, and this shot, is it sneaking in? Is it going out? Everyone told me it was going to sneak in, so I'm pretty happy to say must be the MJS gloves. Go get them, link in the description below. I think Jake thought it was going in with this reaction as well.
Tommy, excellent. Now let's keep it, hey?
And that pretty much wraps up the game. Not much else going on in this game for me. You know, good, quiet game. I was able to keep my first clean sheet. How good? How good? A 7-0 win and a clean sheet. Finally got one on the board.
Good win.
7-0 win. Could have been a lot more. Pretty happy. I made a couple of saves at the end there. But yeah, a very good win for the lads. Another big 3 points. You know, these are the teams that we should be beating, but you know, there's always a chance that they're bogey teams. So good win, and we move on.
Now, I do have to apologise. I didn't record an outro for this, but regardless, I have not uploaded in, I think, a month. It's been a while. June's a busy month for myself. I have just not been able to find the time to edit one of these videos, although I am going to be smashing them out through July. There is a week I will miss in July as well because I'm away, I'm on holidays, but I'm going to try and pump about 3 a week out over the next 2 weeks to try and catch up. I'm just that many behind. I think I'm like 4, 5, maybe 6 games behind at this point. In the vlogs later, when I start to catch up, I do have 2 camera angles as well, and I bought a Gorilla, I guess, clamp for the GoPro in the goal as well. So it's not even in the goal anymore; it's behind the goal. So yeah, it should up the content a bit. So keep an eye out for that. But I do apologize, but they will be coming quick and fast. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel as well. Go check out MJS Gloves, link in the description. Big help they are to, one, giving me gloves, and always been supporters of me. So go give them, even if it's just a follow on Instagram. But go check out the gloves, especially if you're a goalkeeper. But thank you all for watching. I'll catch you next time.